There's a sound that precedes every great structure. It's not the hammer, not the blueprint, and certainly not the applause when it's all finished. It's the silence, the profound quiet before the very first mark is made. We live in a world that worships noise, don't we? The loudest pitch wins the contract. The most viral render gets the funding. But think about it. Nothing truly permanent was ever built in a hurry, and nothing truly beautiful was ever built just to impress a crowd. This is the art of building in silence. In the beginning, that silence isn't peaceful, it's terrifying. It's the blank page, the empty lot, the cursor blinking on a screen, waiting for a decision you're not even sure you're qualified to make. Most people rush to fill this silence. They grab the nearest trend, mimic what worked last year, or hire a marketing team before they've even chosen the bricks. But the true builder knows, if you're afraid of the silence, you're not ready to build. That silence isn't emptiness. It's potential energy. It's the weight of every choice you haven't made yet, pressing down on you, asking a fundamental question: what do you actually believe in? There's a reason the oldest buildings still stand, and it isn't just because their engineers were smarter, it's because they listened. Stone speaks, wood breathes, concrete cures. These aren't just pretty metaphors, they are physical truths. A beam of wood left to dry for 2 years will not warp. A wall built in the dead of winter will move differently than one built in the heat of summer. You can't hear these subtle truths if you're always talking, always broadcasting. The master builder doesn't fight the material, they negotiate with it. They learn its patience. They understand that a building isn't something you impose on the land, but something you extract from it, quietly, respectfully, like a confession. By the time the world sees what you've made, you are already gone. That's the silent contract you sign when you choose this path. You don't get to stand in the lobby on opening day and explain your vision. You don't get to defend your choices. The building speaks for you, or it doesn't. Some builders can't handle this. They need the credit. They need their name on the wall, their face in a magazine, so they build for the photographer, not for the people who will live or work there. They design for the awards jury, not for the janitor who will unlock the doors at 5 in the morning. But the silent builder knows that good architecture is felt, not explained. If you did it right, no one will know your name. But they'll feel a little less anxious walking down the hallway. They'll sleep a little better in the bedroom. They'll stay a little longer in the courtyard, drawn by a sense of peace they can't quite put their finger on. You will have disappeared, and that is the entire point. A building is never truly finished. Even after the ribbon is cut, the concrete is still curing, the wood is still expanding and contracting with the seasons. The light is still moving across the floor, teaching you new things about the space you thought you knew. The silent builder understands this. They don't mourn a small crack in the plaster. They don't resent the tenant who decided to paint a wall bright blue. They understand that a building is a conversation, and they were simply the first person to speak. So, they go back. Back to the workshop, back to the silence, back to a piece of wood that doesn't yet know what it wants to become. And they wait. We'll always remember the buildings that scream for attention, but we live our lives inside the ones that whisper. The art of building in silence isn't about refusing to speak. It's about refusing to speak before you have something truly worth saying. So, for a moment, turn off the music, put down the phone, stop trying to impress people who aren't even born yet. Just pick up the tool and begin. The silence is waiting. What will you build within it? Thanks for watching. If this idea resonates with you, consider subscribing for more thoughts on creativity and quiet craftsmanship.